What is up, champs? We're playing Phoenix today. And today, I'm actually getting straight into that gameplay. Yes, sir. Yeah, I watched him in the old videos. Too much diddly-daddling. Too much talking about random stuff. Today, it's about the game. The game. Okay. So let's go. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who's the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, no opening statement, so... Not so fast. Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. And that's pretty poetic. Meaning pauses before you speak. Sometimes you just gotta like set the tone. A prediction. I don't think I was actually supposed to implement the meaningful pause there. Today's trial will end in 3 minutes from now. Order, order. Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah! Must you question everything? It'll be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I call my witness now! Right. I call my disciples witness to the stand. It's that mysterious boat owner, shop owner. Goddamn. Witness, state your profession. Oh, he's awake. I am the proprietor of the restaurant The Wet Noodle at Gold Lake. And I also rent boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. You still haven't heard who this old guy is? Yeah, who the fuck is this bro? Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I didn't ask him, Mr. Right. I had predicted this trial would end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions. Cooperate. I mean, that sounds pretty convincing to me. Yeah, right. just cooperate. Just like, come on. Like, dude, stop like being a pest, dude. Just roll over and die. Come on. It's not that serious, bro. Goddamn. The witness will state his name. Well, not really sure. Yep. What do you mean? My memory? Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say. Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. So he can't remember his own name. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna cut it. The reason he can't remember his own name is because he's Yami Yogi. And if you didn't tune into the last episode, that is the man from the DL6 incident. Which also, if you didn't tune into the last episode, you probably should watch the last episode. But I'm sure the game will help me explain later. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? Oh, I guess he can testify even if he can't remember his own name, because why not? It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats, as usual. And I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating in the lake. And another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to the shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now! Yes. Mr. Wright? What are you saying? Of course I cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me, Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well then, let's take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Damn, dude. Probably Von Karma had his kid's birthday to go to. Now he's gonna be running late. You don't want to be running late to your kid's birthday. I feel so bad for him right now. But I'm here to do a job. The 24th, just after midnight. Yep. Well, that's stupid. Just after midnight, you say? Yep, just around then. Are you sure? Pretty sure. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. Surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly. I did. Yep. You see, continue. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Paula could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, what exactly is not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be sorry on the girl, Keithy boy. Keith! The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Then I heard a bang. Yep. And where did that bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there. Couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there, yep. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep. At the time, that is. At the time. So you heard 2 gunshots total. Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Then why does the gun have 3 gunshots fired? Or maybe the... Maybe this is the gun used to kill Edward's father. Is Edward in here? By your window. Yep, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fire was pretty darn big, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Disc. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was a defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Dead, Creighton Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he's walking by too. Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edward? It was him, that Edward boy. This sounds like decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining so he could set me up for a fall. Disc. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quickly, or this trial is going to be over. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Rich, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph showing the man firing it with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in the witness testimony is true. Judge is lost in thought. What should I do now? Should I just waiting and see what happens? I don't know, like... You know, I feel like this is a wait and see what happens moment. I can't see any room to raise an injection. I better hold back and see how things develop. Nick, we have to do something! You stuck with... It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please! Can you hear me, sis? Please! We need your help! Nick needs you! These 3 minutes was perhaps too high in expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. No, the witness may leave the stand. I think he already left. Maybe permanently. So we need fucking Maya to save her ass. Will it happen? Or will it not happen? Find out in the next 10 to 20 seconds. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Nor is there any need for any more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! This court finds the defendant, Miss Miles Edgeworth, guilty. The accused was surrendered to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. This court is adjourned. Wait! Who was that just now? Me? Huh? What? Larry? What are you doing here? Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. Today I remembered it. Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. Order. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Commer. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot. That night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony, and I realized something he said was different from what I remembered. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you caught Edgy a murder. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's giving us final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He can make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. It wastes time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistakes have been made, every witness should be heard. But what is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Goddamn. Clutch man, Larry. Just a quick in-game prediction. Larry is going to somehow incriminate him in assisting the murder. Edgeworth may or may not be found guilty. But one thing is for certain. It's about to get spicy. And I'm assuming pretty soon we're about to find out that the old man is actually Yogi. So, yeah. Let's go. I could be wrong. But have I ever been wrong? No. You see, every time I get an eraser, I throw it away. Because I don't make mistakes. Okay. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now. What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. So that we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. September 27th, 10:28 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Woo. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your sheet like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. You're right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yeah. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Alright. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night? Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. You say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When he fell to the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. So Edgeworth was on the boat, but who killed the dude? Because he was killed with a 22 long rifle, or 22 caliber pistol, should say it. 22 long rifle, basically. And Edgeworth was on the boat with him, and everybody is saying that there was 2 people on the boat. And one man shot the pistol with his left hand, and the victim died from about a meter away. So somebody on that boat shot him, or somebody very close proximity on another boat shot him. And why was there only 2 shots fired, but 3 shots fired from the pistol? I don't know. Well, right. Yeah, this might be our chance. Our chance. Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials. Perfect. Perfectly prepared to witness perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll make this one for all it's worth. Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15. Everything's on Larry's now. So basically, we're gonna have to roast the hell out of Larry. And get to the bottom of this. What was Larry doing there? Larry shoot him? Larry help him shoot him? I don't know. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. So Larry's got to testify something that contradicts the other witness or something like that, and it has to be truthful. I don't know. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. So something's definitely up with Larry. That night, I was out in the boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back at the rental shop. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang! I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard the single gunshot, I went home. That was unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. So I do have to roast Larry the fuck. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, we've come this far, so there's no way to go forward, Nick. No way to go but forward. Not okay. That night I was on the boat on the lake. Okay. Oof. Press. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? There's so many things wrong. I don't know where to begin. Well, okay. First of all, what time was it? Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night, so I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour? I was looking for something and I found it. No. Looking for something? Yeah. Mr. Butts, what was it you were looking for? What the witness was searching for is irrelevant. Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth, in a sense. So it's all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. Around what time was that? Well, let's see. Figure I was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12. Yeah. You're not sure? Hey, don't give me that face. That's some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. Where did that sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know. Did you look at the lake? Yeah, I looked. Such a useless witness. Wasn't there a boat on the lake? Order. Whoa, Mr. Butts. Whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out or there or not. Oh, okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case. And he went home. So you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh? Well, Nick? It's a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? Guess I should just start working on the contradictions. Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. So I just pull up contradictions. Photograph at the scene of the murder. Guess DL6 is gonna come up later. So after you heard a single gunshot, you went home? Huh. Wait a minute. What time was that? Let's see, I figured about an hour, yeah, 12. I mean, I could contradict this maybe? I think this is gonna be hard. I'm gonna put down a safety save real quick. So I'm gonna check something real quick. Okay, I checked something real quick. And yeah, we're all good. So I'm gonna put down the save. So, what evidence do we have? What I was thinking, so he heard a gunshot and just goes going. Like, just doesn't give a fuck. Just, okay. Okay. For something, and I found it. So I no longer can present the thing, and we can't go down that whole trivial thing. I guess I should probably use this one first. So I'm assuming I use this one first. Lada's disposition and contradict him with Lada's thing. Whoa, wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lada had testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. The old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? I mean, goddamn. You might just be right. Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Huh? Not sure. How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else. My radio, dude, with my headphones. What? Order. Stop that booing. Mr. Butts, you were listening to the radio with your headphones. Yeah, so what? That a crime? Listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? Mr. Von Karna, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Sure. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right! Leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. What Larry heard. Larry, you might absolutely drive this case into the ground and send Edgeworth to prison for multiple years. But goddamn, I'm taking you down with him. Nah. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yeah, what's the big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't it a free country? I try to believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me, DJ? An announcer, the guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing the charade. Who knows what's going on? Who knows? It's my job to, like, prove Larry wrong, but also keep Larry in the stand, because he's somewhat right. I don't know. We're gonna figure this one out. Okay, it's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. Big facts, big facts. So, you turned on the radio. Right! I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know. You don't know what it is like out there. Alone, on Christmas Eve. Alone. I shouldn't have said anything. But I do know. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio scene. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case. Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That's all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night? To real booming loud like. Real booming loud? Yeah, you know. And you had headphones on. Yep. I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. But I remember that moment real clear. I mean, when I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me. Right, exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. What was he saying? What was he saying? What did she say? How do I know that it's a woman? I guess I just do. I guess a lot of the old radio announcers were like girls. Back in the day. Now it's just whoever. Right. Please seize these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Von Conham has a point. I allowed the question only to see some reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, yeah, how do you know if you don't ask? Fine, very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? It's when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard that gunshot." That's fucking useful, you know? Are you sure? Of course I am. She had this real sexy voice. Maybe Von Karma was right. I'm not sure how that helped us at all. This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one gleaming ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. I gotta press it? Do I just keep pressing him then? They turn on the radio right. Yep, okay. That's fine. Is it the all request show? You just listen to the radio. Real booming loud. Real booming loud. Yep, you know, headphones, la 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 la. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Sorry, I'm just going through all these real quick. Trying to see. What did the DJ say? So yeah. We should care. Blah blah blah. So do this whole scene again. And then you get the last text box. And she said, "Hey, it's right before Christmas. Are you sure?" Of course I am. So I pressed everything, so it's not obviously pressing, it's predicting evidence that is contradictory to what he said. Oh, just after midnight. Double dip. Yeah, big brain. Because he said the gunshot was before midnight. And then if it's before Christmas, then it was before midnight. Big brain. Big brain plays. You know, I barely passed high school. This is why. This absolute sharp mental intelligence. Larry, are you absolutely sure about what you're saying is correct? What's with that face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easily. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we've heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Tart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Order. So what we're doing right now, trying to prove that Larry is correct and these other witnesses are false, so therefore it could not have been Edward. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at it. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Butt's claim he heard a gunshot before midnight? Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. Of course I do. Oh, that's actually kind of big brain. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it, right? Yeah, of course that's it. So this gunshot happened before, and the lake was empty, so the man died on the shore, not on the boat. That just opened up hella fucking things. Because the photograph happened because there was a gunshot, but there was nothing on the shore, or in the boats. So, therefore, someone shot that gun. Not on the lake. Just look at this photograph. This was taken by a witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50. Oh, but there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why there's nothing as shown in this photograph, is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Aha! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. Need to assume that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Mrs. Hart testified that she heard gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. It's a fact that the camera also triggered at 50 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots, with a 25-minute pause between them. What would this be? Don't be fooled, Judge. The camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes. There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. This is also true, but the true gunshot theory is correct. Then suicide is not ruled out of the question. Yeah, that opens up a lot of avenues and pathways. Because Yami Yogi could have shot him. Okay, the dude was shot from about a meter away. But now that meter does not necessarily have to be in the boat. But why would Edward pick up the pistol after the man died? Maybe he gets shot. He goes on the boat with Edward. He fires a gunshot from the boat at the Steel Samurai, popping it. The Steel Samurai goes fucking batshit crazy. Okay, this actually doesn't line up very well. I don't know. I don't know about the gunshot on the boat. Let me look at that photo real quick. I mean, it's the moment the gunshot was shot, and the man has his left hand. But is he necessarily shooting the other man? Possibly not. It could have been a blank also, because I do not see a projectile going out of the bullet. So who knows? We need some more evidence to truly figure out. There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why the witness could have seized triggering the camera. Sneezed. Hey, my nose was loud. Wait, no. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:55 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. Huh. Well, I assume that I would probably just use this, because this is my evidence. The murder weapon. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. But with the witness who's testified yesterday, I heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. The third shot was a shot Larry heard just before midnight. So now I am saying that there was 2 shots after midnight, but 1 shot before midnight. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. Exactly. This is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50 and another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah. What's wrong, Nick? I have it. Huh? Remember the kids with the steel samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. Remember this case had the same idea as the murderer in this case. That was to create a 25-minute time frame. So therefore, they could have left the lake when the actual murder took. So basically, I'm gonna try to explain something correctly. They made it seem like the gunshots happened after midnight, when the murder took place at 11:50 actually. So that when the murder was believed to take place, they wouldn't have been at the murder scene, therefore clearing them. What do you mean? Maya. Yes. If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edward's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch. I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? Safe. We already got a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. Just watch. Let me know if anything that sounds fishy. Okay. Righty, Nick. Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. His testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? This. So you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Everett who did the shooting. Listen, Ricky. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. Defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammer were on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on the boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. I think Robert was about to shoot himself. Or something. Like I feel like he was shot already. At 11:50. Then he goes on that boat with Edgeworth. And I don't know what exactly happens. But Robert Hammond, who is left-handed, fires a shot. And what? I don't know what or why. I'm assuming Larry has to be involved also somewhere. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. However, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 00:15, but Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. So, but Hammond's body was found in the lake. Well, that's actually not that hard to do. So, who was on that boat with Edgeworth? And they just... It could have been Larry on that boat. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the 2 men on the boat are. So... I think Edgeworth was on the boat. We know this. It's Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. Because the murderer killed Hammond, then he goes on the boat with Edgeworth. And then on the boat, he tries to kill Edgeworth. But secretly, he's not actually trying to kill Edgeworth. He is trying to make it look like Edgeworth killed Hammond. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Edgeworth and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake, and Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know. Who do you think I am, bro? I'm not a fucking detective. I'm a goddamn lawyer, man. Bah, again you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. Oh, fuck. It's Yami Yogi. That old motherfucker. Oh, I just understood it. So, I'm 99% sure I'm correct here. Robert Hammond calls Edgeworth to the lake because the DL6 incident is about to pass enough time to when its validity is expired or whatever. It's thrown out. It can't be tried anymore. Its expiration date almost gone. Because Robert feels bad, and him and Edgeworth, he's gonna get Yami Yogi convicted of this murder. He's come to his senses. But Yami Yogi, in the noodle shop, that night, sees the motherfucker, and he knows what's about to go down. Yami Yogi kills him at 11:50. Then Yami Yogi disguises himself as Robert Hammond, gets on that boat, and shoots the gun and falls off into the water. Edgeworth picks up the gun in disbelief of what just happened. I assume he shot that shot out of the gun like that, and then faked his own death. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, the old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Well, where did he do this? There weren't any other boats on the lake then. Why did he have to go all the way out the lake just to shoot someone? It's just that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat? What? Well, then where did this murder take place? So the judge where the murder really took place. It really took place actually here, because Larry heard it. Around here, maybe? Maybe, Mr. Wright. And does this maybe include the reason why the killer would choose that spot? Yes, well, because there is no good reason that the murderer thought we'd never expect. Maybe you should try again. He wasn't even surprised I gift up. Well, it was the boat rental shop where he lives. That way he could meet the victim without anybody seeing him. Do you prove that the boot shop was the site of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. This music's so fucking good, dude. Like, goddamn. It's quite pretty good. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head home he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat? The boat shop. Oh my god. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? I'm not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Heyman to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshots shot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Heyman's coat. Okay, actually, let me revise my 99% for. So yeah, this is now saying Larry called the thing. I mean no, Yami, the boat owner, boat shop owner. Kind of just wanted to clear, get rid of his dirty past. He calls Robert Heyman to the shop, shoots him in the ass. Maybe he really just didn't like Edgeworth's dad or something. I don't know. Yami Yogi certainly has some problems. The motive is a little blurry at this moment. I'm like 60% sure he did it so Robert Heyman wouldn't put him in the slammer for what he knew, because he was gonna go back and make things right, is what I assume Robert Heyman was probably gonna do. Somehow he found out about this, called Robert Heyman down there, shoots his ass. Edward pulls up. What's up, homie? No, let's just go. Became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edward and went out into the middle of the lake. And who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? The boat shop caretaker. Of course it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot it twice. Both missed Edward, on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes. Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. You know this, Mr. Wright? The moment you run out of explanation is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. Because the first shot missed. To create a witness? To create a witness. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness. The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and then he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. Someone looking from the edge of the lake. It would appear that the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once he realized that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body. He threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I'd like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Damn. I straight up been saying this whole time. It was that motherfucker Edgeworth. And but nah. Edgeworth is kind of a bitch. He wanted to shoot the man who did his father wrong. He just wouldn't do it. At least a lawyer who just did his job. He wouldn't do it, man. He's not that kind of dude. He probably would have shot Yamiyogi if he knew where the fuck he was. I do believe that. But you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishing show, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Your Honor, sir. Bailiff, we are conducting a trial. I ask that you remain silent. The witness has disappeared. He's not at the boat shop either. Well, what? What should I do? Find him, quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. Mr. Von Kammer, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. Goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I will request that the police department uses all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Goddamn Yamiyogi. That son of a bitch. That son of a bitch. Hey Nick, you did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. What about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure. Once I sifted through his unique testimony, still he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on us. I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth. Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little, relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edward? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edward? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. Huh. A crime he committed. A crime Edworth committed. Is Edworth saying? Well, don't get me here, but he's having nightmares about the DO6 incident and that he shot his father when trying to shoot Yamiyogi or something like that. But let's see what happens. A crime he committed, a memory of a murder. Shit. Shit. That would be interesting if Edworth shot his father. But where would he get the gun? Huh. This is quite the unexpected turn. Even I, the Beckfast, with my 200 IQ, can decipher quite what he means by that. I guess you'll have to tune in next time to find out. See you later, champs.